This is not gonna be one of those reviews that does the whole repeat thing. I'm not gonna start from the beginning. I'm not gonna do any of this fancy repeating everyday Groundhog Day bullshit. This is gonna be a straight up review of a movie because everybody's already done that shit to death. Hey guys, welcome to my review of the movie Edge of Tomorrow. It is a movie that stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, and it was a sci-fi movie that came out some time back, but the DVD Blu-ray thingy came out and I recently got my hands on it and I watched it. And so I thought I would review it as well. These days there's not a really good selection of movies coming out, and so I thought I would just go back and review some of the older movies that came out this year that deserve to be touched on. The movies that Schweck Cinemas somehow did not air. They forgot to air them. I don't know why, but they did. Anyway, moving on, this movie is for three kinds of people. People who like decent sci-fi movies, people who like Tom Cruise, and people who hate Tom Cruise. See, the first thing is obviously very self-explanatory. If you like a decent sci-fi movie, you'll like this one. It's apparently based on some manga, which I have not read yet, but I'm going to. But that's not the point. The point is that it is a good premise. It is a premise where there's this dude, a totally average kind of asshole kind of dude, and something happens to him on a battlefield against these aliens that humans are fighting, and he ends up reliving the same day over and over again. See, every time he goes into the battlefield and he's killed, he comes back from the beginning of the day, so he gets to do it again. And this gets to the point where it's like a video game, you know? You've played it so many times that you know where the enemies are gonna pop up from, you know where they're gonna be, what they're gonna do, so you can just shoot without even looking. It's a pretty good idea, and it's really nice to see here. And so if you like Tom Cruise, it's gonna be pretty cool to see him do all this cool shit, because his acting is pretty good, and apparently a lot of the effects in it are practical effects in the movie. So that old 50-year-old dude is actually doing this stuff. And if you don't like Tom Cruise, you have the unique pleasure of watching him constantly get killed. Over and over and over again, this guy dies in this movie, and it is hilarious. I loved it. I was like, fuck you, Tom Cruise. Fuck you again, Tom Cruise. Screw you, Tom Cruise. Die, Tom Cruise. And all my Tom Cruise death fantasies came to life in this movie, and I was very happy for it. So, yeah, I liked it. Also, Emily Blunt, right? She plays a character in this movie called the Full Metal Bitch. That's not her real name, it's sort of a nickname. She's one of the best soldiers that humans have, and she is pretty attractive. When I was watching the movie, I thought to myself, Emily Blunt needs to be in her own superhero movie now, seriously. She reminded me of female Commander Shepard from Mass Effect, and she also reminded me of Ms. Marvel for some reason, or Captain Marvel I should say. Anyway, she is really tough, really interesting. I liked that she was sexy without being sexualized. She wasn't Tom Cruise's love interest, she was his partner in a sense. And I really liked her essentially, and she's really pretty too. I need to watch more Emily Blunt movies. Overall, I found this movie to be very enjoyable. I really liked the premise, I really liked how they showed the same scenes over and over again but still managed to make them interesting. I also liked the beginning of the movie a lot more than the ending, because I feel like after we found out why this is happening, what is going on, and the big mystery was revealed, it wasn't bad, but it just wasn't as good as I imagined it to be. And the ending especially, I could have used a little bit more death in there. I could have used something that was not so Hollywoodized, where I would have liked an ending that was not a happy ending, like something that Snowpiercer did. An ending from a director who has the balls to actually do something with the story that they're given instead of just wimp out on a happy ending. So anyway, that being said, Edge of Tomorrow, pirate the thing. You should watch this movie, you really should, it's good. But I don't know if it's worth the money that you would have to shell out to see it. So there you go, that's my review of Edge of Tomorrow. Did you watch this movie? Did you like this movie? Tell me all about it in the comment section below. And in the meantime, suggest a really good sci-fi movie for me to watch, because I want to watch some sci-fi movies. I want to get some variety in my life, you know? It's been a while since I've seen a really good one. It doesn't have to be a new one, it could be really old, I don't mind. And tell me why I should watch it, because that's really important. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will see you guys on Thursday with another video. In the meantime, have a nice one.
Yeah.